Hi, I'm Rosie, and I'm the local plan officer here at the Yorkshire Dales National Park Authority. We're currently creating a plan that will decide what the park should look like in 2040. Think about that, 2040. How old will you be then? Do you think you'll be living in the park? Do you think you'll be raising a family here or running a business? By helping us to design the future of the park now, you're deciding what your own future could look like. So today I'm asking, what do you need from your national park? First, community. We know it's difficult for young people to find affordable homes to rent or buy in the park. Do you think more housing would fix this problem? Do you think that the number of second homes and holiday cottages makes it harder to find homes for people who live and work in the park? What about the impact on climate change? Do you think it's okay to build more housing in the park? Do you think that it will have a negative impact on the park's iconic landscape and wildlife? The park is full of stunning historic buildings. Are you concerned about the effect new homes might have on these features? Do you think modern houses would look right in the Dales? Population decline is a big issue in the park, and our population is getting older as more young people leave the park. This has an effect on everything, from providing staff for local businesses, to keeping shops and schools open, to having friends close by that you can hang out with. Do you think that building new homes will help? Do you think that the type of homes is more important? Do you want to rent or buy? What about social housing or affordable housing? Or what about taking a different approach altogether and building tiny homes, co-housing, or live workspaces? What do you want your home to look like? Second, carbon futures. How carbon efficient should new homes in the park be? Should we be building only zero carbon homes? The startup costs will be higher, but is it more important that we look at the long-term picture? Should all new homes have on-site renewable energy generation? Or would this have a negative impact on the landscape? Should we require all new buildings to be made from state-of-the-art bio-based materials? Low and zero carbon homes are unlikely to look like traditional Dales cottages. Does this bother you? Do we need better connections for walking and cycling? Or do we just need to accept that the best option for the Dales could be private electric vehicles? And finally, on-farm developments. We know that the greatest contribution that the park can make to fighting climate change is through changing the way we manage the landscape. So, is farming with livestock a sustainable option? Should we be concerned about the amount of methane that's being produced? Should we be rewilding the landscape and removing some of those sheep and cows? Do we need to allow farms to generate more renewable energy, or will this affect the park's natural beauty? We know we need to plant more trees to capture carbon, but how many and where? Farmers do vital work in looking after dry stone walls and barns. Do we keep on supporting this, or do we let these buildings decay naturally? What's the best way to approach biodiversity in the park? Rewilding could mean the loss of some iconic species, so is it the right way to go? Or could a wilder park make the visitor experience even better? What about farming jobs? How do we build a Dales farming economy which creates secure, well-paid jobs? And how do we balance increased ecotourism with caring for the environment? Do we risk losing the farming families, which is such an important part of our rural communities? I appreciate that is a lot to think about, and we don't have all the answers either. But by taking part in this consultation, you'll be telling us what kind of future you want. So ask yourself, what does your national park look like?